All right, here it is. Here's the one thing that top coaches like TJR Trades, Charlie Morgan, and even Iman Gadzhi will never openly talk about. I'm not talking about some cheap marketing tactics or like posting more top of funnel content, backend systems and automations. They're all used and they all talk about it. I'm talking about something far more important, and that's helping these coaches generate hundreds of $millions every single year. I'm talking about offers. And even if you're offering a $97 community or whether you're offering high ticket mentorship, what I'm about to share with you is going to knock you out, because we're going to talk about the best offer that you can make depending on your audience, how much money you can make with that type of offer, and the example of leading coaches offering that in your industry. Now, I'm a little sick, so you might see me jumping here and there, but this video is pretty important, so I didn't want to miss it. So yeah, grab a piece of coffee. This is going to be a long one. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is freebie. Now, people will argue that freebie is an offer, but it's an actual offer because I'm going to talk about it over here. It's an offer because it's going to help you jump up to the offers after that. So give me a second. Siri, turn off all alarms.
I turned off all your alarms.
Sweet. Now no disturbance. All right, so freebies, we have a lot of types. Free lead magnet PDFs, free channel audits. Now this one, I would argue it's like for a service business. If you're a service business, you would offer a channel audit, but if you're a coach, you just usually do lead magnet, a school community, or niche choose select. Now this is something that you give for free. Now the goal of this is very simple. It's two. The bait is to bait people in with a no-brainer offer. Now, if you're helping people start agencies, the free niche selecting checklist is the best thing because it's free and they get the checklist. So the offer to this is a contact for a free cookie, which the cookie could be a random ass thing. Now, the second thing is qualify people for the next offer. Now, if the people don't qualify for the freebie, even though it's free, they will not go to the second offer because they're not either interested or they don't qualify for that. So like you will not offer a sales roadmap for someone who is into Amazon FBA. So it helps you qualify who is in your audience. So that's the thing. And you can collect the contacts into a database to nurture them to the future offers. Now, all of these next offers, it will depend on how many contacts you have from the freebies. So if you have a lot of contacts, a lot of money at the back end. So we have high level, like go high level. It'll help you collect the contacts in the back end. And let's see who's offering this in the market. Now, Charlie Morgan, you definitely know him because he's making more than 30 million over his career. So 30 million, like he just started his free school community, and all of the fuss that he's doing is just to get people to nurture to his backend, because he got two more backend. I'll show you in a few seconds. So I'll show you in a few minutes. So free 6-week program to achieve financial freedom. So as you can see, the freebie is a bit more general. It's a bit more general, and then he gives a free community on school. Now you can make, like, this is also known as the bait, which I'll show you from here. It's also known as the bait because it gets people to the ladder, which I'll explain in a few minutes. Now the second thing we have, the second offer is $37 ebook. So after you give your people a freebie, they're gonna get more interested of what you're gonna offer to them. Now you're gonna give them a low ticket lead generation system. This is an example I'm giving you, a lead generation system. So your whole business, if you have an agency business, it has a lead generation system, it has an outreach system, or a content system, or an about system, a delivery system. It has a lot of systems. So you can take only one of that element and then sell it as an ebook or sell it as a $37. I'll show you an example, which makes it a lot easier. So it has a niche. You can have a niche starter pack ebook, or even just normal starter pack on either niche or whatever. Just pick a specific part of your business and then add a starter pack at the back of it, A to Z of this, like that. A to Z of high level course of basically, if your audience is an Amazon FBA, you tell them A to Z of Amazon FBA, A to Z of starting Amazon FBA, A to Z of starting a high ticket sales coaching. Now the goal of this is to get people to trust you by providing real value for low ticket. Now this is something that we take from Russell Brunson. He's already making $100 million a year. So what this does is you give people a $37 ebook, and when they read that ebook, you want them to be bamboozled of how much value you put in that and how much effort you put in that. So that's why most people will make this low ticket they're a part of their high ticket. So they take their high ticket and they take the most important part of their high ticket and they put it as a low ticket. And when people buy their low ticket, they'll be like, okay, they're providing this much value for $37. Imagine how much value I would get for paying high ticket. So that's the kind of thing. And it liquidates your ad spend for lead gen, because you don't usually offer $37 community for the people who trust you a lot. You offer a bit of higher tier for that. But what you do is for your ad spend, which I'll explain the liquidity offer in a second. Now, you will get premium qualified leads. Now, from here, you have a lot of leads. You have a lot of leads from generating your YouTube, from Instagram, content, your organic. But people who take these, we cannot essentially say they're qualified, because yes, they're willing to pay because they want it, but are they able to pay? So this thing will get you to both checkout, to checklist both of them. So they are getting premium qualified leads, qualified things. So the offer to this is $37 for a small info dump. So as I said, these are small info dump, and all they gotta pay is $37. And here we're usually running ads, as I say, for these. Now, who's offering this in the market? You know, Justin, he's offering the Ads Made Simple course. I actually bought it. And it's very, very, very high level. So he wants you to take that $37, inject that much information to you so that you believe what he is. So like for a biz op coach, what you would want them to do is to come to that $37 ebook and say, okay, Amazon FBA is for me. I know what it is, but now what do I do? So you want them to be confused at the end of reading that ebook, is consuming that. So I consumed his stuff, but it turned out I got more confused about ads than understand them. So I have to go for his upper ticket to understand it, or for the implementation. So this is also known as a self-liquidating offer. Now let's get into what a self-liquidating offer is. Now, so if you spend $50 to acquire one person through ads, then you should price your ebook at $50. So this liquidates your ads, basically. So it covers for your ad costs, basically what that means. So you're not really getting profit. That the aim of this is not to get profit. The goal of this, as I said, is to liquidate your ads and to get premium qualified leads, so you can get them to the next step. What's the next step? Let's see it. Next step is a $97 community. Now, this is a low ticket community, Discord community, a WAP community. We have a various ways for us to create communities, but school communities have a lot of, like, the best one is school, basically, if you want my opinion. Now, the goal of this community is to get people to trust you by providing real value for low ticket again. Now, there's a difference between a $37 ebook and the $97 community, and that's the second thing. It's you build this space of companionship. If I show you my communities, like, you would engage in your communities, and your favorite creator will engage with your community, with your engagement, and it's going to be a whole lot, like, you're building a deep relationship with your audience, basically. So if you want your audience to love you and then to purchase these next steps, you want to create a community, you want to put them in a community, and then you basically want them to love you, basically. And then the offer for this is for $97. For $97, you're giving them a small info dump, just like the $37, but you're also giving them a private community. That's your selling point. You can do this through school and WAP. And like, who did this? KJ Rainey. He already made $500,000 with his high ticket mentorship and other low tickets. But he just launched his new copy school. It's low ticket. It's 147. It was 97, but he upsold. He increased it. And so this is a live example for you to see what a low ticket coach would look like. Now, what's the next thing? The next offer, this is a big bag, and you probably haven't seen this, and that is a $547 course. So this is just a STAN course access and a full A to Z skill course. So now we have come here, a full A to Z high level course. So this person gave me a course, but it's really not a course. It's just a framework for me to walk through, not really going too deep into each section. But this one, you'll go deep into each section, and these are from, it's a large info dump, basically, for $497. So you would sell this from Instagram and then to a STAN store. Haley, she's the biggest one doing this. So you can see here the $227 strategy that it's basically a bunch of information that Shiv got throughout her whole career and just putting it in a doc or putting it in a video and just selling it for $400. But this is not common, but you can make 50 to 100K per month with this if you have a good audience. So, and I didn't show you with this one. He makes 15 to 50K with this small, low ticket. What's the next thing? The next thing is the biggest one. It's the most popular. It's going to make you the most amount of money, is a 2 to 5K high ticket mentorship. So this is basically what people would call an early inner circle in the early stage, and then a one-on-one mentorship after you basically set up everything, the VSL and everything. Now we're not going to walk through like how to sell this high ticket or how to sell these people. We're just going to talk about offers in this video. So the goal of this is to get people to get the best results and make the ROI. Now, as you can see, we have not saved this for the whole of our offers. We have not saved this for here. We have not saved this for here. We've not saved getting the best result. You want to get the best result for people who pay 2 to 5K. Now, I have a mentor who I'm paying 3K, and he's getting the results. So basically, what I'm saying is he's getting me results. He's getting me a lot of ROI for the things that I paid a lot of money for. And so you basically get a direct access to you, the creator. So you have to give you access for something that high ticket. And so I can have access to my coach directly with WhatsApp or with anything. We have a call every single week. So you have to give them direct access to you. And then this basically makes you the most amount of money. Wait for it, because this one is more expensive than this one, but this one makes you the most amount of money because it's unlimited. The leverage is untapped, because it's not untapped. It's skewed, is what I'm trying to say. So once you build your mentorship, you can sell it for unlimited people. Unlimited people. If you find a way to all right, let me show you the way. If you find a way to basically, I'm not gonna show you. There's a way that my mentor handles all of the communication for his clients. So I talk to him in a certain way. So all of his clients talk to him in a certain way, so he can scale up, having a lot more clients than he could possibly handle. Because you could have new 50 people coming in every single month at a $2,000 price point, but you cannot do that with this. Is what I'm saying. So the offer for this is for 2 to 5K. You're giving a large info dump, and then you're having a transformation, because you're getting people for people to pay 2K for you. You have to convince them that you're gonna get them to 5K every single month, basically. So I will make you at least 5K every single month with this new skills, and all you have to pay me is just 2K at one time. So that's the thing that we call transformation for, and then personalized help, because they get personalized access to you. Now, YouTube is the best for this, because it warms your trust up. You get them to book a calendar, and then you ask the money from Stripe. Now, I'm not going to walk too deep on how you like the funnels and the website, the thing that you got to do, because this is another video for that. Now, who's offering this in the market? A lot of people. TJR Trades is the biggest one. Eddie Cambermatch, A-Mod Skills, and a whole lot more. So you can see TJR Trades have 1 million on YouTube. I'm blacking out for some reason. 1 million on YouTube, and then here you have the blueprint. This is a VSL page. And then he easily makes from $100 to $500 every single month with. No, actually, TJR makes 1 million. I think 1.1 million a month. Yeah, 1.1 million a month with this, because he gets a lot of people to come every single month, and he already have the systems in place. So when more people come in, all he needs to do is just scale up without him having to worry about the delivery, because it's already set up. Now, the next thing, which is the biggest one in the offer, I cannot believe people are paying for this, but I would assume because all of the deliverables that you get from this, it's very, very, very simple. It's 5K to 15K masterminds. So here it is, the quad, like it's a It's a quarterly meetups. It's yearly live events and one-on-one with any of the 8 figures. So this is an example that I took from Charlie Morgan, because he's one of the biggest ones, not one of the biggest ones, one of the only ones offering this in the industry. Because paying 15K for a mastermind for people who are not making a lot of money, it's insane. So that's why he has it. And the goal of this is very, 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 very peculiar. Like, you get people to network with you as high-level entrepreneurs. You can see here. You can see here. He is a he is an editing coach, and where is he? And there's somewhere over here a copywriting coach. There's somewhere over here a sales coach. There's someone over here, like different sort of people networking with each other. So you get people to network making the same amount of money as you are. So you get people to network at a high level. Okay. You get people to work to network at a high level, exclusive intel about the new and on work strategy. So this high ticket mentorship, it's already furnished. But for the mastermind, he's gonna teach you raw. It's not a video. It's gonna be raw. You're gonna ask him a lot of questions. So that's another plus one. You're gonna have ask him a personalized question, and he's gonna answer to you directly on the whiteboard. So that's the reason why people pay a mastermind for. So the offer for this is for 5K to 15K. You're paying a high level scaling information transformation, again, from 0 to 10K, or from 100K to actually it's from 100K to more than that, because masterminds you have to pay a lot of money for that. So it's again most personalized help. Now this doesn't make you the most amount of money, because you only can do this quarterly. You cannot ask people for a mastermind every single month. Is what I'm currently what I'm trying to say. So he's the one doing this 15K mastermind. His mastermind costs 15K. So he has a simple VSL and then a good delivery system. Sweet. Now the question becomes, which one is the best offer? The answer is all of them. All of them is the best offer, because I'm gonna show you in a second. So the secret becomes, since it's all of them, the secret becomes to build a value ladder. So this is what I took from, not what I took from Russell Brunson specifically, but everybody's doing this. Let me show you. Everybody who's making more than $100,000 a month. So the value ladder is this. You bait your audience in with free thing. Hey, come here with this free thing. And then you upsell them on your front end, which is the $37 ebook. And then you give them the middle, which is the $497 course. And then you get them to your back end, which is the 2 to 5K per month, not per month, mentorship. So this is the value ladder. So this is how you make the most amount of money. So your audience, there's a reason why we do that. It's because of your audience distribution. 40%, they're either not going to buy anything, or they're just going to buy a low ticket thing, a $37, because they can't afford it. 40%, they can only afford mid ticket. And then 20% can only afford a high ticket mentorship. So your audience, specifically, if you have 25K, if you have 5K, if you have 100K, so this is going to be your distribution, depending on your audience type. But this is in ability to pay. So because of this, we have to make it in a way. So we need to have different offers for each segment of our audience to make it work for our favor. Right? So I'm going to explain it right here. This is basically the value ladder planned out for one of our clients. No, that's not it. Okay, so this is basically the general one. So you get people for free, YouTube videos, lead magnets, Discord, school communities, free checklists, basically free to lead people in, to find the people who are interested in your business model to come in. And then after that, you're going to upsell them for a low ticket free community, for a low ticket community. It could be a premium Discord or a mini course, like I said, A to Z something. And then after that, a mid ticket. It could be a detailed A to Z course. And Netflix, the reason why we said Netflix over here is because they're going to be walking through a bunch of videos, taking courses. So the difference between mid ticket and high ticket is not really the course material, but it's the one-on-one thing. So it's a one-on-one mentorship. And then over here, we have masterminds for high ticket. Now, more descriptive, your offer is going to look like this. We're going to bring people from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and you're going to get them onto the freebie to basically filter out the people that are not interested in your business. And then you get them go like this. You ask them, okay, can you pay 15K? You can't? Okay, go to this one. Can you pay 2 to 5K? You can't afford it? go to the course. If you can't afford it, go to the Lotiki community. If you can't afford it, go to the $37 ebook. So this is how you arrange your offer from the bait to the high ticket and from the high ticket to the bait, depending on if they can afford it or not. All right, so that was all about offers. Now I'm hoping I didn't lose you on this one because this is a lot of stuff, a lot of technical stuff that you have to go through. But this is the thing that's gonna generate you to $50,000 to $100,000 a month with your coaching business. Now, if you want my personal help to help you scale to 50K, you can scroll down, book a call. I have a link over there. You can watch a video about it and then watch our testimony.